while I have a couple strategies more to share, I unfortunately do not have as many as I'd hope. I like to get a good quality of video and team before I actually share it, and neither team has currently reached the minimum required battles before I determine whether or not it's acceptable to share. And I always aim for about 2/3, 3/4 win-lose ratio. So until I reach that point, I'm going to be sharing what I shared with Verlicify on his channel. These are going to be the 3 Fan Fridays of mine. I'm going to be reacting with overlay. Hope you like it.
Now to try to remember how I originally reacted to this.
Now, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen some filth on Fan Fridays. I think that this team might bring it. I mean, we got the Whimsicott in singles, so that's only going to be sub-seed or something.
He was wrong
ridiculous.
about that.
Stall Lunala next to Toxpex. This could be one of those just crazy, tanky stall battles that we all love.
Yes,
so
I didn't
much.
intend this
So
to be
start
stall,
off
but it was
with
more
that
about
Toxpex, and
the
then
new
that's
Z
going to be
move,
against
Z Spite.
Zekrom.
I'd actually
Now,
discovered it
Toxpex isn't going
while
to
looking at Cerebe's Pokemon of the Week. I participated for Lunala, and I looked up the upcoming Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon move tutor moves, and realized that Z Spite would be useful.
That's going to be protect on that Fusion Bolt, and then we're going to learn something. Fusion Bolt does not make contact. So
One of the
Zekrom
few
will
physical
go
moves
Fusion
that does.
Bolt again, and will it be too much damage for the Toxpex? Alright, Toxpex surviving it.
Funny thing, this Toxapex actually wasn't perfectly bred. I was trying to rush to get this battle ready for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon within a week, and play the game and be on vacation, so
Fusion Berry into a stockpile might have been enough, but that's going to be a baneful bunker.
here's where I start messing up. I should have tried to rush to get Lunala in first. Zekrom could do nothing to it. I needed to get more set up, less poison on it.
Everything's going to be attempted to be poisoned with that poison spike set up. Then Zin headbutt from the Zekrom. That's not going to KO. No.
I got super lucky
That's
there
toxic,
since I
man.
wasn't
That's
defensively
tanky. I guess
IV'd.
the opponent might be trying to preserve PP on the Fusion Bolt, because then using 3, potentially 4.
But I got my Toxic in, and he had only 2 Pokemon on his entire team that was immune to it.
And then you're not going to have much else to sweep with. So that's my
Who needs to
reasoning
sweep
right there.
when they can struggle?
It's going to be a Zen headbutt. That will be protected. So the Toxic's going to tick down a bit. I mean, Zekrom...
It's not toxic, it's just regular poison here.
Actually being a little more effective than it should have been. So now Zen Headbutt will come through and land on the Toxpex, and that will be the KO. Yeah, Toxpex is tanky.
Yes, it is.
Now we got poison going on. That's all.
Hopefully
that's how you know some
poison.
souls
I didn't
is
know what the
happening
back
right there.
rows
And
would
then
be.
Whimsicott is going to come in. So it looks like we're setting up for Lunala to pull some shenanigans.
Yes,
And
we
that's
are.
going to
This is going to be
Whimsicott
fun
and
and evil.
No, getting a Tailwind in.
This Lunala had no
Wow, is it Tailwind?
EVs and speed, so I needed to get Tailwind in. He calls him Memento now. Okay, I was kind of afraid of... I was afraid of him getting locked into that Shadow Claw, so to save Lunala, I taunted because I knew he'd use Zen Headbutt. He used Zen Headbutt before as filler. I wanted to get the Zen Headbutt out, and then I would encore it so that he could only hit my Psychic type with a Psychic move. But then I saw his HP and realized I couldn't use it. I couldn't... Yeah, he wouldn't switch, but I couldn't... Yeah, I couldn't encore him and get enough Cosmic Powers in.
And that's when you can use Fusion Bolt, because you know you're only going to be on the field for a few more turns. So now Lunala comes in, and then it gets that outspeed into the Cosmic Power.
I either max HP, half and half both defenses, or max defenses with a little bit of HP. I forgot which.
Well, actually, like, yeah, can Lunala survive it? What? How is it that tanky?
It just is.
Well, actually, the Memento, I guess. Cutting it in half, getting the +1. Question mark, Lunala then didn't take any damage. So is it full defensive tank? I think so. Just because, like, it
It's not full defensive tank. I kind of split it. Because if they saw that they weren't doing as much as they thought they should on physical, they might switch to special. and then they'd realize I was
is
mixed.
This is this just how you're gonna win it? Now you get the crazy legendary stats. Oh, Lugia comes in though. Lugia. Actually
Yes, I do get the
Lucario
crazy stats,
not
and
being
I
hit by
make
Toxic
sure
Spike.
that Toxapex and
That's
Whimsicott go down, so I cannot be roared out.
Lunala finds KOs against poison. Pokemon that are immune to the poison or the Toxic Spikes. Did that even do any damage? This is like the tankiest Lunala I've ever seen.
It probably is.
Oh wait, that's right. The first attack was also the Shadow Shield. So then, yeah, not being like a neutral hit because of Memento, Shadow Shield, into the Cosmic Power. Now it doesn't have it, and it's just tanking.
Actually, a
Lugia
little
that
less
hard.
than
And
neutral,
that's
I
pretty
think.
ridiculous.
No,
I know,
a little
I know
more,
some
never
guys
mind.
have high hit point stats, but then that doesn't really modify the amount of damage that you tank.
Okay, I was afraid of a
So it's like
Dark
it's just more
Pulse,
like
Shadow
5 damage
Claw.
per hit.
Maybe
For
Shadow
some
Claw
reason.
since it has high crit
Lucario
rates
comes in,
on
but
Lucario.
Mega Lucario couldn't do anything.
I think Lucario gets
That's
Shadow Claw,
Lugia's
right?
Hydro Palm. That's supposed to be some decent amount of base power right there. Even though it's non-stab, so Aerial Ace, Aeroblast would probably be the best option to try to go for that crit.
I agree.
Crit Aeroblast and maybe do like a third. So
I
that's
haven't learned the numbers.
something. So Dragon Pulse from Mega Lucario.
Yeah, I was expecting a dark
Nope.
move, maybe a crit,
That's
so
not
I
gonna do anything.
preemptively Z moved
Mighty
here.
Wings won't affect the Lunala, and then now we have the Z move. Is it what boost special attack? Oh no, Z teleport. All right, so we've seen this. We've seen
Yes,
this Lunala
I
before. Actually, not Z teleport.
Caught him off
Z
guard
Spite.
multiple
Oh my goodness.
times.
Spite fully restores hit points. That's way better than the Z teleport.
You hear his voice lift?
Now
I
Lucario
broke
uses
him.
the Earthquake. We got our healing in, and then
I broke him twice this
I mean, we have
battle.
Store power. So Night Days.
Yeah, I originally called this Lunala set on
Right,
the
now we're just trying to make
discussion
sure
board
we
for
get a really
Cerebi.
special attack
Where's the
off
stored
that.
power?
Lucario's going to be withdrawn, and do we have that stored power just for like the insta dunk?
We
What do
don't.
you do once you set up so many Calm Minds? Lunala's going to keep on with that cosmic power. Want to make sure it gets as many stats as possible.
Yes, I do.
No, man, I'm still like trying to figure out everything that's going on. Also with the Lugia on the fly, I wonder if that's like some kind of stall-ish Lugia, because I mean Lugia with fly and left.
It's a mixed Lugia.
While threading in the damage. But fly doesn't really do a lot. And Lunala's spite. Oh, it's like spite stall. You don't expect the spite stall.
I
because,
broke him
we saw
again.
the Z teleport. That just fully healed hit points and we didn't see anymore. But then you can use spite as much as you want. And that completely wrecks the opponent's strategy. Because, yeah, that Hydro Pump gets spited, and then it's done. It doesn't get to use moves anymore. Lunala's stats won't go any higher, so that was a wasted Calm Mind.
Unless, of course, he went for Fly again, in which case Spite would be wasted.
I don't know what that fly is there for, and why I was used the Hydro Pump over that Aeroblast, because you can crit through it. And find more stab damage. But now I guess it doesn't matter. Aeroblast gets dropped by 4. If it's not PP max, then Lugia has nothing. So yeah,
I was
now Lugia's
fully
gonna
expecting a
attack
Fly or
break,
switch here.
and Lunala takes 11 damage. Dang.
I have to be conservative with my Spites until I know that Fly is gone.
I don't even know at this point. Like, is this supposed to be PP stalled? Is there enough spite to like completely PP stall an opponent like that?
You'll figure it out at the end. Yes, there is.
Night Days though, for a little bit of extra damage. Where's that stored power?
Like I said,
Cosmic power
there
stored
is. It's
power,
not here.
Things get ridiculous. So Lugia is going to be withdrawn. Now we're going to see Lucario coming back in. I mean, how's Lucario going to be able to handle this? You know, like Night Days wasn't really connecting anything. Cosmic power is for just like that soft stalling, I guess. Oh, there's 50 turns in this battle.
Yes,
That
there
might
is.
explain something. I don't think we're going to see anything fancy.
Yeah, not really.
At, like, turn 40.
Just Night
Like,
Days
alright, we got
lowering
some
it
damage on the
accuracy.
Night Days, which makes us tankier because the opponent can't hit well.
He's
We have
thinking of
Spite,
Snarl.
Stall,
He
we have Cosmic
fixed
Power
it
for his tanky
later
flavor.
on in his
Looks like
comments.
you only need to heal up once on this.
I really wanted to run double team on this. I did.
50 turns
Furless,
of
I did
leftovers
want double team,
would actually give you more
but
healing
faster
tools
taunt
than-
would
Actually, I
struggle
wonder if leftovers would be better than the Z-Spite.
struggle lock me. And yes, Z Spite is better because it insta activates
But, just in case, we
Shadow
can
Shield,
end the video
and you
right
can
now.
still use Cosmic Powers
Alright,
without
yeah,
having to wait to
Lucario's
wake
down
up.
to the Aura Sphere. That's always a good sign. Lucario's just like Dragon Pulse, and I was going to avoid the attack. How does it avoid the attack? What, is there double team? I'm
The
not
reason
catching on to? Dude, that
for
was sick,
Night
though.
Days
Like, if you
is
have
so
Spite,
that
PP PP stalling.
Taunt opponents
Like, I mean, at that
can
point,
miss,
you even need Night
and they
Days.
have to be
Like, I
switched
think it'd be
out.
completely possible
If they
rest.
miss the taunt,
go
I can
rest,
get in my
smite.
rest.
Maybe
I
it's
can
smite
get
that
in
situation.
my
I don't
cosmic
know
powers
if
if I need them.
leftovers 'cause you're around
I
for
can
so
get in
long,
a
and then
spite.
just double
Spiting
cosmic power.
taunt is
That would
really
be, like,
big.
the most filthy, disgusting Lunala out there in the best way possible. Because Spite, I don't know the PP on Spite. Is it?
It would be the most
Oh, it does have
disgusting,
bursts.
but
Yeah, so instead of Night Days, you just put in the double team, bro, and you just went through PP stalling
it's like
exclusively.
double team
I
does
think
nothing
that'd be the
against
most
taunt. I was
medium
more afraid of
best way to
that.
win, because rest, that buys you 30 turns.
Rest buys you
So
30.
that's going to be above average for Pokemon.
Spite
And
buys you a
double
lot.
team's good amount of PP. Same with Cosmic Powers. I mean, you're actually getting the proper amount of PP stalling, and then Spite just makes it where you can... Spite and Rest makes it where you can take out, like, 3
Yes, it
Pokemon
does, and that
almost
was the
exclusively with
plan.
PP stall.
Yes.
And then I guess with the like, it's supposed to be about toxic spikes. Like, I also don't see any more ferocious, filthy way of taking out an opponent than with, like, just toxic spikes.
The toxic spikes was
Yeah,
so that
one
the
or two
battles
layers,
wouldn't be
like,
as
2
long,
toxic
Furless.
means
I
that
did
the
that for
opponent dies
you.
in
I did
6
not need toxic spikes. I
or
just
something like
did
that
it
once it starts
so that your
snowballing into
battles
damage.
wouldn't
yeah,
be
the
so
idea is, like,
long.
you just don't get touched for 14 turns and you win the battle in, like, worst case scenario. Even if they have, like, a stalling Pokemon, like, okay, cool, they switch out whenever their hit points start getting low. They still have to take damage. They still have to worry about that. And
That's
then
true.
they keep you stalled anyways. So now Lugia is just mixing it up, though. Lunala spamming that Cosmic Power. I mean, like, this Lunala set PP max. Oh, wow. That actually lasted so long that the your time ran out, which tells me that the opponent...
Is this going to be the 4th or 5th time I break you, Verlis?
Mock battle. Yeah, we got the win. So yeah, I haven't seen that, guys. I haven't seen that yet. Win by decision because the timer ran out. You know, your time, it's so spammable.
Yes,
You
it
can
is,
just
except
dash
for in
into the button,
tournaments.
You know, like 1 second passes on the your time. So that means there's, like, theoretically hundreds of turns that could happen in a Pokemon battle. But if they take a lot of time early on, or if they just, like, lapse and they're not as quick as you just kind of win by pressing A faster.
Which is why I had a
That's
lot of
something we don't
cosmic
see too
powers.
often. I did want to go over and check out a few things really quickly.
After this, he does his own little analysis. I'm going to kind of answer a bit there and as well as fully explain myself here. And here it is. Basically, I set up the toxic spikes just so that the Fan Fridays could go faster. I did not want to bore Verlis with a 50-turn battle, but he chose to review that one first. Whoops. And toxic picks, yeah, he's only there for the toxic spikes so that the battle can go faster. I really didn't want to be that guy that timer stalled opponents. Unless, of course, they tried to outplay the toxic stall, in which case I'd outstall their stall. Whimsicott, it had the Encore so that Lunala can come in on a safe move. Shadow Claw is not a safe move. Zen Headbutt is. But like I said before, that Zekrom, he was so low HP I didn't want to risk Lunala not getting in enough cosmic powers for whatever was in the back row. Tailwind, so that Lunala can outspeed for at least 1 cosmic power. I forgot my 4th move, but wait. Tailwind, Taunt, so that they can't rest. I believe Zekrom gets rest. They can't taunt my taunts. Encore, lock them in. Memento, have damage. Lunala comes in. Gets in a cosmic power under the Tailwind. It's now at 3 times defenses. Shadow Claw couldn't really do much at all, especially with Shadow Shield up. Then Lunala, like I said, I would put Double Team Verlis, but I was more afraid of Taunt. So I put Night Days. They can't taunt that. If they lose accuracy, they have to switch out. If they switch out on the wrong move, I can get in a Cosmic Power, a Rest, whatever. I am not going to get struggle stalled by Taunt. And that's the basic idea of this battle. Hope you guys liked it.